Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm super excited to be here. We're here at the Guardians of the Abyss standalone. We already have our final decks made somewhat. I forgot in the interlude because I always read the interlude before I continue that there's a possible that we might get more XP. But I don't know sure what to spend it on, so I might just So I updated all the characters. Ursula I gave her another Studius, so she's going to actually get 7 cards right after the gate. I gave Leo Keen Eyes, just so he can pay for more things. And I think I got rid of one of his dogs to give him a lightning gun, because I wasn't sure what to get him. And this is a complete blind through. And I'm probably going to play it wrong, because that's what I usually do. But I made it all set up. This is one of 2 of the Guardians of the Abyss standalone. We're actually not going to be paying XP to play this, so whatever we get here, we're not going to transfer over. So let's go ahead and read this. This is like an alternate reality where we didn't go to the Nexus Novakai, though we still have the Astoria cards. So we don't have Alejandro, but we do have the Expedition Journal, which I don't think is going to be helpful here. We have the we have Ichitaka, and we have Relic of Ages, funny enough. Alright, so we're playing the scenario Eternal Slumber. Alright. Greetings. I'm sorry. I know it has been some time since my last correspondence. I'm writing to you now because there is nobody I can trust here in Cairo. I don't even know if this letter will make it to you safely. I can only hope that it does for all our sakes. There's something wrong in the city. It started a few weeks ago. The head... I can barely read this because of it's cursive, unfortunately, which is fine. It's just I haven't really read cursive a lot. There's something wrong in the city. It started a few weeks ago. The head something of the Museum of Egyptian Antiques, looks like the curator of Museum of Egyptian Antiquities fell asleep and simply never awoke. And simply never awake. Okay. I thought nothing of it, just as a medical curiosity, a mystery the doctors would solve in due time. But then it happened again and again, and more people all across the city started falling into comas. Now it's happening every night, and as I write to you, they are taking my husband John to the hospital. I'm scared. I don't want to fall asleep and never wake up again, but more than that, I'm worried that these people are purposely infecting these something on others, this curse on others, and if so, why? Please, I'm begging you, I need your help. Sincerely, Jesse Burke. Alright, so we did all the setup. There is a strength indicator of how strong the Abyss is. We don't know what that means, but since there's 2 players, it's going to be 2 strength. And yeah. So apparently people are falling asleep here in Cairo, and we're here to help figure out why. Oh, and by the way, I've also got something for the light. For this shade over here. It's supposed to come in today, it just hasn't come yet. So maybe later tonight, once everyone goes to sleep and I work on this again, hopefully it should be here, unless it gets delayed of some sort. But yeah, I just bought a lampshade for the ceiling light because it's just one ceiling light in a basement. And I was like thinking, what could I do to get rid of that? And I'm like, well, yeah. So that was a cheap fix, we hope, because I haven't, we don't have it yet. But yeah. All right, let's read the agenda. Jesse's request. Jesse Burke, a government agent who works in Egypt, has asked you to come to Cairo to help her solve a medical quandary. People all over Cairo, from all walks of life, are mysteriously fallen into a wakeless slumber, including Jesse's husband and partner John. It's up to you to get to the bottom of this strange phenomenon. Investigator spends one per investigator clue, so 2 clues. As a group, randomly spawn one of the enemies beneath the scenario reference card, which is down here. And so there's enemies there. And that's on the agenda. Curse of the Endless Sleep, Act 1. As you scour Cairo for answers, you begin to suspect that Jesse's hunch was right. You're being tailed by shadowy figures throughout the city, and several of the people you interview want nothing to do with you. Where are they hiding? After a Brotherhood enemy enters the victory display, flip it over and resolve the text on the other side. Objective: find as many evidence cards as you can and add them to the victory display before the agenda advances. There are 6 evidence. If there are 6 evidence cards in the victory display, advance. Alright, so we have 7 turns for the first agenda to find as many of these people and interview them or defeat them in some sort of way. This is kind of like Midnight Masks almost. In fact, I always say that a lot. It's a lot like Midnight Masks. So we start at the streets of Cairo. It is an unusually dry month in Cairo. The narrow, winding streets of the city are baked by the hot, unrelenting sun. Pedestrians travel from shadow to shadow to keep out of the sunlight, or are they avoiding you? If you discover 2 or more clues at the streets of Cairo during a single turn, take 1 horror. If there are no clues on the streets of Cairo, test for foot. You've succeeded. Remember that you found the door marked with blood. Okie dokie. Alright, so how many clues? 4 clues. 1, 2, 4. And let's start our opening hand. Let's start with Leo since he starts with 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so I'll take this and Mitch. But these 3 we're going to go ahead and put back. And I forgot to put them on the resources out. Oh well. And 1, 2, 3. Let's see what we have. We have Leo. We have Val. I'm out of here. It's not going to help, but we get a free one because of that. And Adventurer. Alright. I could work with this. So let's turn on the music before I get. I'm first going to probably put on, let's see, the city. How much desert do I have? Since we're in Cairo. There we go. Sounds good. There we go. Since we're in a desert. Alright, so Ursula gets 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pathfinder shortcut, Jake Williams. Oh, this is really good. Alright, so what do we don't need? Discs. I either probably put Dr. Ellie out, so let's put him back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see, correct the case. Yeah, let's keep correct the case. So let's get 1 more card, and that's our Call of Unknown. Find clothes. I think that might be quite helpful. Alright. Who wants to go first? Let's get these out. Alright. So I think I want to start with Ursula. So we're going to spend 1 action. let's see, spend 3. What should we put out first? And that's a 3. We're definitely going to need to crack the case, so... Oh! Apparently this was accidentally flipped. Whoops! I just noticed that wasn't supposed to be there. I think it's a good idea to have shortcut out too. We're probably going to be running around a lot. Let's go ahead and take out the discs. And we'll spend 1 to attach a shortcut to this location. So she has 1 action left. Let's have her move to the outskirts of Cairo, just to see what's over there. That's the last her action, but she still has that free action. Oh. As the hot sun sets over Cairo, the sky is bathed in beautiful rays of orange and red. It's a magnificent prelude to the horrors to come. Okay, lovely. There's 2 clues, but we're at 4. That's not good. Randomly choose and discard 5 cards from your hand. Remember that you've sabotaged the train. If no investigator has sabotaged the train, resign. You may take the train out of Cairo, leaving the dreamers to unend nightmare. Huh. So we get a free action, and I'm going to go ahead and use Eureka to be up by 1. Alright. We get an auto fail, which means Eureka doesn't work. Oh, that's bad. Alright, that's the end of her turn. Leo. I can guess, like, so he's going to spend all 5 free action to put out Leo DeLuca, because that's always been helpful. Then we're going to spend our stick to the plan to give out emergency cash to gain 3. Gives us 3 actions. And I'm going to get 1 resource and put my, which is 2. I have 1 left. So I have my gun out now. And let's see. I think it's best that we try to go ahead and try to figure this out. Explore here. Let's see. Do I want to pitch my Mitch Brown to be up by 2? I think so. So we're going to pitch Mitch Brown to search. So we're at 5 against 3. We get -1, so we get 1. Alright, and that was the end of his turn. Okay, 1/1. Leo, you get a machete. Ursula, you get guts. Alright, so 1 doom goes up. So Leo, you get Dark Sacrifice. Put in your play in your threat area. If there's no copy in your threat area, if there is no copy of it in your threat area, if there is, discard and gain surge instead. Also, okay, so we use it in this threat area. Oh, wow. After strength is added to the abyss, take 1 damage and 1 horror. This effect defeats an ally. If this effect defeats an ally investigator, that card is taken by the abyss. After the strength is removed from the abyss. After strength is moved from abyss, discard Dark Sacrifice. So we need to get rid of something from the abyss before we get rid of that abyss. Basically, every time this gets stronger, we're going to take a damage and horror. Interesting. Alright, Ursula, you find another Dark Sacrifice. Okay. Part of me thinks that I'm going to need that thing. Alright. I don't want to explore there, so I want to explore somewhere else. But should I get my Pathfinder out? Yeah. So we gain one resource and then play Pathfinder, so we only have one action left. Should we go to the museum or the temple courtyard? Let's go to the museum using Pathfinder. The new museum, built in Terror Square after the Nile flooded the previous building, houses the world's largest collection of pharaonic antiquities, including papyrus, coins, statues, tablets, coffins, and even mummies. 1 and 1. That's a nice shroud location. If you test 1-5, if you see, remember that you've discovered an ancient tablet. After you investigate, and if you do not exceed by at least 2, lose all remaining actions and remove your things. Oh, interesting. So she has 2 actions, so it's a free action. So the first free action is to explore. So we're up by 3. We get Elder Thing. -5. May add 1 strength to the best to automatically succeed. Holy crap, we're not succeeding unless we're at, and I do not want to increase that abyss. So we lose all our remaining actions. That was the end of hers. Alright, Leo, we're up at your cards. You have 4. You're going to use shortcut to move down here. Grab 1 clue. We're up by 2. We're up by 2, so we just lost all our actions. Because the strength of the best, that's -2. So we didn't defeat it by 2. Alright. That was awkward. Alright, so he gets 1. Ursula, you get another Pathfinder. Leo, you get a Cat Burglar. Alright, another Doom. Leo, you get Eclipse. While you're at an otherworld location, Eclipse gains peril. Well, it's not an otherworld location. Test Will 3. If you fail, you must take 2 hard or choose an asset location to be defeated and taken by the Abyss. Okay, so we're doing a will test. I'm up by 1. And Ursula is going to pitch her guts. So Ursula's going to pitch her guts to this. So we're up by 3. And we get a skull. Yep, we pass. So that doesn't happen, and she gets a free card, which is Relic of Ages. That'll be helpful. And Ursula, you get Terror Underneath the Pyramids. Test for each point you fail, discard 1 card from your hand. For each character, you cannot take 1 heart. Another heart 1. So I can pitch Ellie, but I don't want to do that. Could you help me? No, you cannot. So we're at 0. Alright, so let's go ahead. I think we'll be able to do this. We're up by 0. And we get... Oh! All 3. All 3. We're just getting those like crazy. So I'll have to discard 3 of my cards. So we'll discard Fine Clothes, my Pathfinder, and crack the case, I guess, at this point. Alright. Ursula, you're going to go next. We're going to go ahead and do this. So we're up by 3. We get another Elder Thing. Holy shit. Whoa, that sucks. That's an automatic fail and automatically lose everything. Or we increase 1 to the Abyss, which we're not going to do. I don't know what that means other than Dark Sacrifice. So she just lost all her actions. Just like that. Is that -5? Alright, Leo. Go ahead, and you're up by 2. And there's only 1 of those, too. Oh well. Skull -2, which we did. We get it. But we didn't succeed by 2, so he loses all his turns as well. Oh well! I think we need to bring out Ursula's Relics of Ages so we can test that and get rid of it. So, he gets 1, he gets 1. Leo, you get a Beat Cop. Ursula, you get Dr. Ellie. You already have Dr. Ellie. Alright, put a Doom on. I don't feel like we're getting anywhere. Leo, you get Creature from the Abyss. So we're going to use, since he's on the same location, so we're going to use the Disc of Isna to get rid of it because he also adds 1 strength, which we don't want. And Ursula, you get another Creature from the Abyss, and I swear I shuffled those cards. X is the amount of the Abyss. After the creature enters play, the strength of the Abyss is 2 lower, add 1 strength, so 1 strength is added, so there's 3 strength. Which means this goes up, so we get 1 damage and 1 horror. So I'm going to put that on Leo, and 1 damage and horror on Ursula. Does that get rid of it? No, only when we remove 1 of the strengths. After the creature is defeated, the strength abyss is 5 or higher. Remove 1 strength from the game. Okay. So how should what monster is that? Looks like a small little creature. So let's go look for a small little creature. Let's see. It'd be weird if there's another pound of Tintalos, but I think it looks like it. So the creature from the abyss is on Ursula. All right. He has 3 health. So we're going to play Leo first. Leo is going to pay for a free action to bring out B-Cop. Then he's going to tap B-Cop to do 1 damage to the creature. And then he's going to spend 1 action to shoot at it. So that creature's at 3 against my 1, 2, 6. So I'm up by 3. And we get a -3. So that's sweet. We kill it. After the creature is defeated, the strength abyss is 5 or higher removed. So it's not. So it's dead though. Let's bring him out because there might be another one. I can either try to do the move in courtyard or do that test right there. If I do that test, I can pitch 1 adventurer. Probably best to. So he's going to move up 1. And then he's going to test this. And he's going to pitch adventurer. So he's up by 1. And we get Elder Thing again. Amazing. Alright, we're going to test 1 more time by 0. At this point, I don't care. And we get a +1. Alright. So he's out of tokens, but he can still move. Do I want to spend to get rid of 1? So, spend... Actually, oh, we need to spend 2 clues to do that. And I thought it was 4. Randomly spawn 1 of the enemies. So let's do that later. I kind of wanted to do this test, but you know what? We can do that later. I have a better idea. Alright. We'll worry about spawning those guys next turn. Alright, Ursula. You are going to pitch Relic of Ages, which is 2, to test. If you succeed, remember that you've discovered an ancient tablet, because I think those are going to be important. So we're up by 2. This token, reveal another one. If you fail, add 1 strength. Only if it's 3 or lower. So that's not going to do anything. -1, so we succeed. So in order to remember, let's put this on here. So we're going to move Pathfinder. Use Pathfinder to move up. And we're going to try to gain one of those clues. So we're up by 1. So we're up by 1. So it's 5. You know, missed it. Alright. I think it's probably best that we move to another area. We still have 1 action left, and we have that shortcut for free. Let's go to the bazaar. Let's see what's going on over there. The busy streets of the bazaar are packed with peddlers, hawking their wares and ratchets thrown of patrons. Navigating your way through the crowd is difficult enough. Finding your mark will be even more troublesome. So there's 2 right here. While you are to reduce the cost of each item you play by 1, increase the cost of other assets by 1. Spend 10 resources remembering you bought an odd trinket. Okay, we're not going to be able to do that. But she uses her last action to go ahead and search. She's up by 2, and we get a 0. Alright. So she's at 3. It's 1. Ursula, you get another shortcut. And Leo, you get Inspiring Presence. That will definitely be helpful healing Leo. Alright. 1 Doom. And let's see what we have. Leo, Abyssal Reach. Test will access strength, so it's test 3. We're up by 1. If you fail exactly 1, place 1 clue. If you fail by 2, take 1 horror. If you exactly 3, you can't play cards. It's 4, place 1 doom. Interesting. Abyssal Reach. So we're testing 3 against our 4. I'm gonna pitch Cat Burglar and Inspiring Presence. So we're up by 3. And we get a skull. So we get 0, so we do pass it. And our Expiring Presence is going to heal our Leo. Alright, Ursula, your turn. Swarms of Locusts. Ooh, I'm glad it was Ursula, not Leo. Test 3. For each point you fail, lose 1 resource. For each resource, you can take 1 damage. So we're up by 1. I could pitch Shortcut, which I think that's what we're going to do, to be up by 2. And we get -1. So that fails. Alright. I think it's... what can we do? That's a an action. As a group. So who wants to use the action? Let's go ahead and have Leo go first. So let's use his action. Spend 2 clues. As a group, randomly spawn one of the enemies beneath the scenario reference card. So, we'll spawn the bottom one. Defender Nate Nathaniel Taylor. Outskirts of Cairo. He looks like a warlock of some kind, so let's use the warlock. And why can't I see? Oh, there he is. That's a skeleton. Where's the warlock? I know you're here somewhere, buddy. Unless you're... there they are. There's the Warlock outside of Cairo. As a group, the investigators at Nathaniel discard cards along a total of at least 4 icons. To parlay, add. Ooh, 4. Interesting. Or I could just shoot them. And Peacock goes back up. Which I think I'm going to do. So Leo is going to use shortcut to move over here. So this guy is at Leo's location. And he's just going to... I don't really want to use Peacock. 1 action to attack. So I'm at 1, 2. I'm up by 3. And we get a nice stone token. So we definitely do 2 damage to him. And then we spawn, get a look at our top 3 cards. Lone Wolf, Psychosis, and Lightning Gun, which is not, neither of us is going to help. And there's no allies in there, so. Then he's going to go ahead and shoot again. Up by 3. Elder Thing. Fail. Lovely. Oop, let's restart that because I forgot to put that back in. And we get -2, and we kill him. So he's in the victory display. Now I have 1 more action left. Choose and discard from your hand. Remember that you sabotaged the train. I only have 3. Might be a good idea to do that. Or do I want to spend more clues to get another one out? Let's see. I'm not sure which one is more. So let's go ahead and spend 2 more clues. To spawn another cultist, which is Dr. Wetworth Moore. The Egyptian activities cannot be damaged while there is a ready monster at his location. He only has 1 health. But he actually brings a monster with him. So he looks like a doctor. I don't think we really have doctors, so let's just use a cultist, because he is a cultist. And he spawns a monster. But I can kill him with Beat Cop. He only has 1 health. So the monster is going to be the creature of the abyss. So they don't have hunters, so we'll have to figure out how to deal with them. But at least Ursula doesn't have to. Alright. Ursula, you're going to spend 1 of your actions to bring out Dr. Ellie, which means she looks at the top 9 cards for an artifact. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ornate Bow. Thing that oh, I'm so glad we did, because Thing That Follows and Call of the Unknown were next. Alright. Yep, so we have an Ornate Bow. So we can start shooting too. She can fight now. That's the problem. Even if she moves over here, so I think next time we'll be able to deal with him. So we have 2 actions left. And has 1 ammo in here. So she can kill that creature from the abyss quite easily. but then Leo can come in and just use Beat Cop and kill him. All right, so how do we want to do this? I think we're going to use one action to gain this last clue right here, which we're up by 2. And we get the skull, which we fail. Now we have 2 actions left with our Pathfinder, so we're going to Pathfinder over the temple courtyard just to see what's over here. There's 2 clues. While there's no clues, gains each copy of Humble Supplement gains aloof. Looking into the, oh, that's going to be what I could do, strength, but she gets her free action, so she's up by 1. And we got a skull. No way we're going to do that. 1 action left. She's going to go draw a card. Another ornate bow. Alright. So, you get 1 resource, 1 resource. Ursula, you get Decipher Reality. And Leo, you get Calling in Favors. Alright. 1 Doom on. Okay. Let's see. That Decipher Reality will help us test that, though. So that's not that bad of a card. So Leo, you get Humble Supplement. Any Cairo location with a Brotherhood enemy if able. And this is a monster? No, it's another cultist. So let's do the white cultist. We have 1 on him. So now we have 2 enemies on here. That's not good. Each Brotherhood cannot be attacked or damaged. With each enemy phase, move a Humble Swords toward the nearest Brotherhood enemy, if able. But he's aloof. That's going to be weird. Alright, that just kind of screws us up. The thing in the sarcophagus for Leo, location with the most clues, so we can put it right here. Which kind of hurts us. But it's not going to hurt us. I don't really have a sarcophagus. Let's use a Wrath for that thing. While there's no clues, the thing gains Hunter. Oh, so she'll stay there. While the thing is ready, when you attack it by any means except range, firearm spell immediately attacks you. So we don't want to melee that. That's 5 health. Holy crap. We're not going to go back there anymore. Alright, so 3, 4. Alright. How do we want to do this? I think we'll want to take this guy down. So we need to kill the creature, and we need to kill the supplement. The creature can be killed by Ursula quite easily with the thing. Okay, so she's going to use Pathfinder to go over here and use her free action to get that clue. So she's up by 2, and we get Cultus, and then a -3, so we don't get it. And it doesn't. We don't put 1 on here because if only if it's 3 or below. All right, so it moves 1 action to move here. Let's deal with this. So the creature from the abyss is engaged, and he is engaged. This thing is aloof. So she's gonna shoot at the creature from the abyss, who has 3 against my 4, 6. So we're up by 3, and we get -1. So that kills that thing. Now we still have Dr. Wentworth more. So she has 2 actions. So she's going to go ahead. Well, I was thinking, how should I do this? Because I have to kill this thing before I can attack him, unfortunately. So she's going to evade him. So she's up by 1. And we get cultists. And then we get another cultist. And then we get a -2. So we failed. Is it alert? No, but she has 1 action left. So she's going to evade once again. Oh, all right. That's lovely. So that's definitely, he's definitely evaded. But I could also move. But do I really want to move? No. I do not. So let's have her stay there. It's like, huh? Alright, so let's have her stay there. And then it's Leo's turn. He's gonna move down for 1 action. Engage with this cultist for another. And he's gonna shoot him. Get rid of my automatic. So he has 2 against. I'm up by 2-4, which I can still lose because of the dang thing, which I have a cultist token. Then I get +1. Alright. So that thing is dead. The humble supplement is dead. Then we're gonna hit Beat Cop for free action to kill Wentworth. So he's in the victory pile now. So he's dead. Oof, alright. Let's see. I have 2 actions left. My 45 automatic, well, still on me, but I really don't need it on. I'll go ahead from the last 2 actions is gain 1 resource and put out my machete. Alright. 1, 1. Alright, so Ursula, you get thing that follows. Great. We'll use that. And Leo, you get another 45 automatic. Alright, Doom, this hurts off. You've found enough leads to confirm the existence of a shadowy organization within Cairo, and perhaps the origin of the curse afflicting the city. However, despite your best efforts, the secret ball has vanished from the city without a trace. You're going to need a lot more information if you're going to cure this illness. Find each Brotherhood enemy currently in play at the location or in a threat area. Find each location currently in play, and then dot. Okay. Place each of those enemies beneath the scenario card out of play. Shuffle, set aside each copy of the Abyssal Revenant into the encounter deck along with the discard pile. Add 1 strength to the Abyss. This is Act 1. Advance the current act. Alright, so let's go ahead and do what it says first. So the Abyssal Revenants, which is out of play, is now in the deck pile. Add 1 strength to the Abyss. If this is Act 1, advance the current act. Alright, it is Act 1. Oh yeah, and this guy moves forward. I forgot to do his no, he just spawned, so doesn't worry about it. Alright, so advance. You corner out one of the organization's agents in the dark alleyway as he attempts to flee the city. It is too late to stop the prophecy, he says with a frightened expression. Please just let me go. Seeing weakness in the man's heart, you tell him that he can help you stop the organization is plotting, if he tells you everything he knows. The Brotherhood of the Beast believes they have found their vessel, he explains, stuttering nervously. Now they're given their chosen, untold power. There's no way you can stop them. He struggles and breaks free from your glass, fleeing back toward the main street. If you follow the man, perhaps he will lead you to the Brotherhood hideout. Create the exploration deck by stuffing together each set aside expedition locations. Okay. These are the expedition locations. Search the encounter deck and just discard each pile from one of the treasure cards. Terror underneath the pyramids. Got one. Swarm of locusts. Abyssal Reach. Eclipse. And Sandstorm. Sandstorm. Shuffle those cards into the exploration deck and shuffle the encounter discard pile into the encounter deck. Each investigator loses each of his clues. Remove all clues from each Cairo location. Oh lordy. That means this guy's gonna follow us. Alright. So gone. And this is now the exploration deck. We'll put it right here. Alright, so now we have a new agenda and a new act. Agenda 2, Curse of the Abyss. The sun rises over Cairo. Many more people within the city did not wake up this morning. A grim thought seizes your mind. Should you fall asleep, you may never wake up again. Having gotten a little rest the previous night, you struggle to stay awake. Continue your investigation. Force. If Strength of the Abyss is 0, set the Strength of the Abyss to 1. Each investigator draws 1 card and heals 1 horror. Okay, we haven't figured out how to get rid of that. You pursue the Brotherhood's agents west as he flees the city, following his trail into the desert. It would be easy to join the archaeological expedition currently underway. Clues cannot be placed on Cairo locations. If you're at an expedition location, explore, which would be here. Draw the time. So we need 6 clues altogether. Okay, this is interesting. Alright. So we're at 3, is that 4? I think I might have to move this all out. Oh boy. Alright, so Leo, you get under the pyramids 3. So, yeah, so you're tested at +1. And you get a +1. So that does not do nothing. And Ursula, Abyssal Revenant, spawn farthest from the desert. So, Hunter. Oh wow, okay. So that's an undead thing. Let's put a skeleton then over there for it. Farthest desert or other world locations. All right. So we have a lot of hunters coming after us. I was thinking we'll kill all these, but at this point I don't think that's going to be possible. Alright. How do we want to do this? Leo, go ahead and go 1, 2. That's 2 actions. Expedition camp. Just outside the city, the greatest archaeological minds of the age are gathered together with the funding, resource, and knowledge to discover all the secrets ancient Egyptians have to hide. Perhaps their expedition will reveal the truths you are searching for. This is a Cairo location, so it does not gain... Oh, it has no clues anyway. Parlay, test 2. You may speak to the research station here. If you exceed, look at the top cards of the exploration deck. The amount you exceed, place 2 of those cards on the bottom of the deck. Place the rest of them on once per round. Ah, that's pretty nice. So we still have 2 actions. So we're going to go ahead and talk here. I'm up by 1. We'll do calling in favors to be up by 2. Alright, so we have 0. So we pass. Look at the X number of cards in either exploration deck or encounter deck. So how many do we see? We exceeded by 2. 1 do. Place 2 of those. Really? Look at the. Up to 2. And the rest on the bottom. Up to 2. Alright. We find a desert oasis, and we're putting the clips on the bottom. So we're going to go ahead and explore, which is a heart, not connected. Crap. Which means we just keep going again. Which gets Abyssal Reach. So that did not help me. So Abyssal Reach has 4 against my 4. We're up by 0. And we get -4. Come on, stop that. So place 1 Doom in the current agenda. Alright. And that's the end of Leo's turn. Alright, Ursula. You do Pathfinder move. Move 1. Got 2. We are just going to go ahead and explore. Swarm of Locusts. So we're going to use our Ornate Bow to be up by 5. So we're up by 2. We get +1. Doesn't do anything. She's going to explore again, which isn't a location. Connected. The Nile River. Alright, so let's start moving these things this way. And I forgot to give them the Dark Sacrifice thing. So crap baskets. So let's put this out. These get out. So put this back. So let's get 1 horror, 1 damage. We'll put 1 damage on Ursula and 1 horror on Ellie. And both of these will be on 1 on B-Cup and 1 on Leo. Alright. I can go back. Yes, I can. So she's going to go ahead and look on here. For 1, she gets no. So she's going to go ahead and do her last action to search, or investigate, which is another 1. Oh my god. There's 2 clues on there. Enemy's turn. Alright. 1. That was Kenai. Leo, you get Psychosis. Lovely. And Ursula, you can connect the dots. That might be slightly helpful, but I doubtful right now. Alright, so put 1 Doom on here. Alright, so how do we want to do this? We still haven't got any deductions or anything that can help other than connect the dots. But we can use connect the dots to grab those 2. So we'll have Ursula go first. And she's going to explore. Under the pyramids. Test 3. We'll pitch Dr. Ellie. We're up by 1. Or I could spend one of my resources to be up by 2. Good chance. If we don't get a number, we lose anyway. So let's spend 1. She can't do that actually because I don't have enough cards. Alright, so we'll leave up by 1. Auto fail. Discard 1 card from your hand. Well, we just lost that ability, and we take 1 horror. That sucks. Oh well. Jasmine. She's going to go ahead and investigate. It's +1. Gets 1 clue, and she's going to explore again. While you're at the location, gains peril. Test 3. If you fail, you must take 2 horror. Alright, so we're at 0. 0. That was the last of her actions. Alright, Leo, I don't think you have to worry about anything coming to kill us in that thread. I think it's all locations left. Alright. Leo's going to move here for 1 action. He's going to explore. He's up by 1. 0. Gains it. We need 4 more. So he's at 2. He's going to look for explore. Sunswept Ruins, which isn't available. Desert of the Oasis. 2 clues. If you have no horror on you, you stare into the reflection of the water, and the abyss stares back at you. Take 3 horror and remove 1 strength of the abyss. It's like, whoa. But yeah, there's no way we're going to be able to get that thing. So he has 1 action left. Oops. Alright. Let's move this sideways. So, let's explore. And we have Sandswept Ruins. Nope. Desert Sun. Nope. Sandstorm. Lovely. That's the last Sandstorm. Gains peril. Take 2 damage if I lose. So, we're just going to pitch I'm out of here because there's literally no point to having it. So we're at 0. And we get -2. Alright, so You must either take 2 damage or discard an asset. I like all my assets, and we're good for damage, so we'll take 2 damage. That's the end of our turn. So, let's get 1, 1. Alright. 1, 1. Leo, you get Bought in Blood. You must either discard allies that you control. So, bide be got. And Ursula, you get Emergency Cash. Alright. Oh, I forgot these all move before we do that. Getting closer and closer. Get 1 Doom. Alright. Leo. Oh, and that's Silas! Yep, that's the end of this turn, so let's make sure we put this right here to know that we're doing that. So this is going to be part 1, so we're going to have to stop it here. Alright, see you next time.